Hi YouTube. I have spent like the last 2 months trying to perfect the perfect. Here I am. Here's what I want to talk about. Here's what I have learned. Here's how I'm going to inspire you. Here's what I've overcame. I mean, I have list upon list of making this exactly perfect. And never did I before see myself as a perfectionist until recently. So I'm gonna just forego all that and just be real because that's the whole point in having this is here's the real me, not hidden, not what I should be, not what other people want me to be or to pretend to be because I'm not. This is life, and today, um, Logan, my middle child. Oops, I'm not supposed to say names. Okay, my middle child. Um, his car didn't start, and I don't know. I just like lost it, and he was trying to start it, and it was flooding. And I'm like, Logan, you're flooding the car, and he. Oops, not his name again. sorry. Oh shit. I'm like, you're flooding the car, and he's like, well, what's that mean? I'm like, I don't know what that means. And right then and there, I realized I'm really a single mom. Like, I'm not a single mom like I have like a boyfriend or a male role model or someone to teach him the nitty gritty shit of being a man. Because I obviously don't know how to do it. I really don't. I mean, I have people coming in helping me fix everything. I try to do it, but I usually make things worse. But the main things, and I get frustrated with him, like, how do you not know how to do this? And today when we were driving to work and his car didn't start and my friend got him a job and he was going to come and pick him up, and I'm just frustrated, and I'm really frustrated that like that some parents can just fucking show up when they're 21 and they want to drink and they don't have to do any of the freaking work. And like, I know my job is to teach them how to do it for themselves, but what if they're not doing it? Or what if I'm holding on to that control where I want to do it for them? I don't know how to fix cars, but like, I told him, I'm like, you need to Google. Like, I don't know how kids can't figure shit out now because I Google two freaking paragraphs all the time and I still get a billion answers. So if my car doesn't work and it ticks, what to do? Okay. He's like, well, I went to O'Reilly's. I'm like, O'Reilly's, it only tells you about the check engine light. Now, how I know that? I don't know because I Google. I'm a Googler. That's cute. So, anyways, I just decided in this raw moment of sitting in my bathroom on a Saturday night, just like super sad for him that I kind of like ripped his dad an asshole because, I mean, okay, that's maybe just how he is as a parent, but and then I sometimes think I'm jealous. Maybe I'm jealous that I have to do all the work, that I had to do all this. Like, these aren't girls, these are boys. I didn't have brothers growing up. I don't know anything about anything. I mean, I tried telling their dads when they were like 13 that I read somewhere in a book that they're like professional like, boys. And they were like, no, we're not talking to them. We don't need to talk to them. I'm like, yes, it says that they're professional. So I tried to do it. I'm like, kids, and I had all boys in the car. I didn't realize I had Logan, who was like 5. Oops, shit. I had the older two, my stepson and my other son. And I was like driving minivan, and I'm just driving, and I'm like, hey guys. I think they were like 13, obviously, and maybe like 12, something like that. And I read somewhere that they're like professional masturbators at that age. And I don't know, but I think that that's something they need to talk about. Like, and not from me, from their dads, but when I brought this up to both dads, they're like, we're not talking to them about that. Well, fine, I will. I didn't know how I was going to go about doing it. So I got them all in the car. Well, I think 2 of them. And I'm driving and I'm just paying attention. I'm like, hey guys, I just want you to know that, like, you know, sometimes you may like touch yourself. And right away I could see in the rearview mirror them looking at each other like, what the hell? I'm like, and I just want you guys to know that it's normal. Like, I don't want them to have hangups on sex because I grew up with, I mean, obviously, you can, well, uh, my very abusive childhood, I'm probably overreact more. So I want them to have, I probably say more than I should say because I want them to be healthy. So, and I want them to know that that's their body, not to touch it, not to let anyone else touch it. I think that's where it came from. But anyway, so I'm driving and I'm like, you know, sometimes and it feels good. And I was pregnant at the time, and they're like, what? And I'm like, and I just want you guys to know that, you know what, sometimes, no big deal. You know what, you may wake up and your sheets might be like, you know, wet or something like that. I just want you to know it's totally okay. All you guys have to do is just take it off your bed and I will wash it and have it back on your bed before you even get home from school. It's all good. Like, this is normal. And all of a sudden pops up my like 7-year-old at the time, I'm not gonna say his name, who's like, I get that all the time. And Bailey, or my other son, was like, it's not called wet in the bed. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh geez, I forgot he was in the car. Okay, so I don't always do things like appropriate, but I do try. And that's kind of me being a mom. I don't know. I don't get wet dreams. I don't know anything about boys. I grew up with a mom who I basically raised. Like, I raised myself. Like, I got my period when I was like third grade. No, fifth grade. Fifth grade it was. Oof. I don't even think we discussed periods at the time. And my freaking crackhead mom brought home tampons. I'm not trying to get too personal here, but let me tell you what a girl knows about tampons. Okay, that's way too personal. I'm not even going to share it, but I didn't know where anything was supposed to go. So, if I had a girl, I would tell her, and now watch out, honey. You know what? There's 3 holes there. There's like, okay, potty, tampon, and poop poos. My mom didn't tell me, so I was having a hell of a time doing that. But, so this is not my intro, hopefully. This is just day to day, like, just bullshit. And then I feel bad because I feel like I should be a man. And, you know, I feel sometimes that's the thing with my ex. Like, he was really good at some things. Like, I know that if we were still together, that he would know what it means if a car floods, or he'll know what to do when okay, didn't know what to do about the dreams, but both of them. And today I just ripped them apart, and I'm like, you know what, it's funny now that my oldest son, who's like buddies with them, is all like, cool dad. I'm like, where's your dad been this whole time? And I'm not saying anything bad because they're lucky that they had a stepdad that took that place. I can't imagine allowing some other woman to just step right in and be like, okay, I'm gonna leave now. Just let me know when, you know, the next party is, and I'll bring buns to the confirmation. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's just what I'm going through. And he's like, he doesn't call, he doesn't text, but it's kind of like the graduation party. I saw on his thing, he wrote his dad a graduation thank you. I'm like, thank you for what? For showing up? I mean, not for planning, not for paying, not for all the work, nothing. I mean, what do you say to your dad? Like, thank you for what? And I know that there's dads out there that want to be a dad, and this is not at all meant to be for you. And this isn't even probably meant to be for my ex. But this is just meant for me, frustration as being a single mom. That's it. This is kind of way out there. I know I'm going to read this and be like, what the shit? I talked about pee holes and tampons and wet dreams. Oh my God. This is just a practice one.